This video is specifically using form to do your application and also using the IAG discounted link.
Watch, like, subscribe, and share.
Good day, everyone. I want to use this opportunity to make a video and then talk to individuals that want to do their credential evaluation using IAG discounted link with Spantran. I already have a video on my YouTube channel on applying for your credential evaluation using Spantran's main website or site. This video is specifically using form to do your application and also using the IAG discounted link. IAG is an international sponsor or a sponsor that an agency that sponsors international teachers to teach in America. And this agency has a link with Spantran. And because of that, they have a discount whenever you use that link to do your application for your credential evaluation. When you normally apply for your credential evaluation, for the normal 10 business days, Spantran are going to take like $190. But when you use IAG discounted link, it's going to cost you like $150, meaning you have a $40 discount. So it is what it is. Let's zoom in straight to the application. You will go to your browser. I usually use Chrome to browse. Let me cross out everything. So when I come to, I open a new tab. I paste the discounted link over there. I'm gonna post the link on my YouTube channel. So if you wanna get this discounted link, you will have access to it down the link, down the details over there. So this is the interface that's gonna open for you when you click on it for the first time. And they want you to understand that by filling out any of the section below, you are, adhering your consent to the rules and regulations of the evaluation company. So you need to click on accept for you to get access and then progress. Now you will be going to fill all these sections one after the other, but it doesn't take much to go through any of them. The first one is details. You're gonna put your details in here. The first detail to be filled is student client's information. Let's note the total cost is $0, simply because we've not taken any specific days or we've not entered any amount. We've not chosen days like 10 business days, 5 or something like that. That is why it's 0. When we reach that section and we pick a date, the amount is gonna change. So first name, let me use Sandra. Guys, note this. All boxes with asterisks are mandatory. So first name is mandatory, last name is mandatory. But you can see middle name is not having an asterisk. So meaning if you don't put anything there, you can still proceed. But all the boxes with asterisks, if you don't fill it out, it's not going to allow you to make progress. So you need to put in last name over there. All right. So the next one, name on academic documents, same as above. So if your name on your certificates, on your transcripts, are actually the same as the one you entered on top, then you can check in this box. So when I checked in the box, it automatically appeared in the next section. Now let's go to the date of birth. In American date of birth, they usually use month first before coming to day and then the year. So let me pick something like 1960. Let me go to July. I love to use July. Let me go for the day 17th. I set it up. Now, email. Let me use both. Let me use this email. Primary phone 233 Good. Secondary phone is not having the asterisk, so we can leave it there and then make progress. I click on next page. Now, you see, when you are done successfully with the page, it's going to turn from the blue color to a green one checked out. So we're now moving to evaluation stage. Now, the cost is still 0. So at this stage, what we're going to do is you are required to submit a course analysis, that is course by course report. Please select a turnaround time below. So do you want, they have 3 turnaround times, whether you want it to be in the system for 10 business days, 5 business days, or 2 business days. The 10 business days goes for 150, 5, 250 to 350. So whatever you choose, based on how urgent it is, I think it's going to be beneficial to you. So since I am not in a hurry and I will need this credential evaluation probably to do some things later on, I will go for 10 business days. I'll check in this box and you see automatically the amount comes to the total cost over here. So this is the amount I'll be paying if I don't add any other cost as I proceed with our application. So I click on next. Now evaluation has also been checked green. So I am on education. Country of study. Which country did you take your degree course? That is what they're seeking for. So let's move. I did my own, or Sandra did their own. Ghana. So move to G column. Oh. Okay. Your previous school or institution. So when you click on it, you should have your school in here. But if you don't have your school, you need to check in the box and then you type in your school. So let me check. For instance, let me use University of Education, Winneba. I think it's found in there. Yes, this is it. I click on it. So this was what I was talking about. My institution is not available. So when it happens like that, you click in here and then you type in your institution. But since it is available, let me uncheck the box and then go search for Winneba again. Okay. Now, type of degree. Let's click the box. This is very important. More specifically, candidates that went to University of Education. You know, when you go to University of Education, we have courses like Bachelor of Science, Biology Education, Bachelor of Science, Integrated Science Education, something like that. People become confused what to pick over here. Bachelor of Science, Biology Education is quite different from Bachelor of Education, Biology. Yes, that one is B.Ed, and Bachelor of Science is BSc. So when you come to this session, if you did Bachelor of Science, it's very crucial you pick BSc. Yes, that's Bachelor of Science. But if you did B.Ed, you do B.Ed. Don't worry, since you're gonna add your credentials like certificates and then transcript, during the course by course, they will get to know that you have education content in it. So don't forgo that and go and pick Bachelor of Education. The certificate is not B.Ed, it is Bachelor of Science BSc. And so that is a quick notice I just wanted you to know. So here too, if your education, your type of degree is not found in here, you can click check in the box and then you type it over there. Last year of study or graduation year, what it is, let's pick 2020. Number of years, if your degree was 4 years, you click on 4 years, you move to the next page. So it's checked in. Now verification. I want it to be so quick and then I don't want it to be too long. Verification is basically, let me check in the post. How do you want your verification to be done? Do you want Spantran as an agency to do a follow-up, to go to your institution to request for your transcription certificate? Or do you want to contact your institution yourself and then tell them to send copies of your transcript through the institution's email to Spantran? In fact, when Spantran comes direct to request for your certificates and then transcript, it is quite easier and they get it so easily. It happens very early. But remember, it comes with a cost. And remember, the cost is in dollars. So we usually go for I will arrange. In case you don't have the amount to assist, I will arrange. But when you click on you want Spantran to do it, it seems you're gonna have an additional cost of let me check in that box and see. You're gonna have an additional cost of, let me say, perform verification with additional fee. So you're gonna have $120. So you see, and you see over here, $120. Yes. So that is what you will pay. So if you don't have this amount, then you should be able to let your institution do that for you. So I will check, I will arrange for my institution to do that. And then I click on the next page. Now, translation. Translation is basically the certificates or the transcripts that you have in your course of study at the university. The number of years you did your study, was it in English or in other language? So if your documents was issued in English or everything is in English, then you don't need any translation. So documents were originally issued in English. You're good to go. I click on the next again. It's quite or pretty simple. It doesn't require anything, just some few technicalities that you should know. First, hard copies delivered method. How do you want Spantran as an agency to deliver your credential evaluation after it has been done? Do you want to do a pickup at Spantran's office, New York or Miami? Do you want a courier to do the sending, or do you want a home delivery? Do you want international, something like that? It all come with a cost. But basically, we request for no copies. Remember, you input your email. So when you request for no hard copies, it means they're going to accept the soft copy direct to your email. And that is what, basically, we use soft copies in almost everything that we do online. So you can be using the soft copy. But in case at a point in time you want a hard copy, you could do print them from your email direct. And when you print it, you can do colored printing or you can do black and white. That is within your own means. Yeah, so you click on the next page. Good. So the next page is telling you to do a review. It is very important at this point. You take your time, check all details. Your name, your middle name, your surname, details on academic documents, other details like date of birth, email, because I've told you that the email must be an active email. That is where the agency is going to send your credential evaluation to. So if you use the email, you don't usually remember the password or something like that, probably it's going to affect you at the end of it all. So make sure you're using an email that is very active. Your academic history and everything, you check it out. The fact is, when you make a mistake, sometimes you may be able to correct it. There are circumstances I've applied for people and there were mistakes in their date of birth. Even Spantran delivered everything and we realized that there was a mistake in the date of birth. After reaching out to them, they were able to do the correction. But why should you wait for all these tough times? So you do the checkup very well and then you proceed with your application. Since everything is correct over here, I'm going to click continue. Now, here I'm supposed to upload documents. When you read everything here, it tells you in a summary, at least you should submit 3 main documents to them. The first one is your transcripts. Let me tell you this. If you went to college, I'm talking about those that went to college when the colleges were issuing diplomas. If you went to college before going to the university for a top-up or an additional studies, you can combine the two at the same fee. So for instance, you have a diploma in college in basic education and you have a degree at university. When you are doing your evaluation, you can put them together at the same cost, $150. But when you finish evaluating your degree and due to some circumstances you want to evaluate your diploma again, you're going to pay the same amount, $150 again. So it is quite advisable you prepare. Make sure you have all your transcripts and certificates, both college and university if you went to college, and then you do them together. So that's the first document you will need, and then you will need the certificates of these transcripts I'm talking about, and then lastly you need an ID. when you read it, will tell you driver's license. In America, the driver's license is their main ID. But in Africa or in Ghana and some parts of Africa, we have various IDs that are our national ID. It wasn't listed over here. So the best ID you can provide in here will be your passport book. And providing the book itself by the biometric page of your passport. You scan it nicely. Make sure all documents are rightly and correctly scanned. Details are clearly written on them. Don't upload any document that is spelled. Writings cannot be seen properly. It goes against you. Yes. So you upload these documents I was talking about, and then you're good to go. So let me say these are the documents. It appears like that. After uploading it, you will see the document over here. It tells you that one file uploaded successfully. So when all the 3 files are uploaded, it's gonna show over here. Then click on continue. Now I am at the verification stage, so I need to verify that everything is just. I need to sign a signature. Yes. And then I agree to the terms and conditions. Good. So this is the financial aspect of it. Here you are going to pay the amount you said you will like to evaluate your transport for, $150. So at this time, if you are in Africa, if you're in Ghana, you need to have a debit card from your bank. In case you are in a country that issues a credit card, you have no problem. But if you don't have a credit card and you have a debit card, it is accepted. So you should immediately deposit the amount that is equivalent to this dollar amount, $150, so that the deductions can be made. Least I forget, some people do put the exact amount in their accounts. And when it happens like that, sometimes it doesn't go through, because after Spantran taking the exact amount, tax is going to be deducted. So you should have an extra amount. For instance, if you're having something like $150, let's say equivalent to, in Ghana, it's going to be like 1,500 if it is 10 cedis per dollar. Now, you should have more than 2,000 and above in your account, so that tax and then the normal 1,500, you will still have some amount in it. Otherwise, if it doesn't go through, if the taxes and the original amount doesn't fit, it's going to decline. And you may be confused because you have money on it and you are thinking it is $150, 1,500. So you should go through. Taxes can decline your payment. So if you don't have a Visa card, it is instant in most of the countries now, especially in Ghana. I know it is instant. You can go to your mother bank, you request for it, and then use it to do your processing. So you fill in your details over here, everything. One thing I want to talk about is the CVC. The CVC is the number that is found at the back of your card that they will give to you. It's a 3-digit number. Let's say 695133, something like that. So after putting in the name on the card and then the card number are this numerous numbers found in front or at the back of the card. And then the CVC is the 3-digit number, just like CVC. And then the year of expiration. You put in your address, your city, your billing email. Billing email specifically, when everything is done, when the deduction goes through, they're going to send email telling you that your deduction is successful. And that is the email they want to send through. So if I am doing it for you, I'm going to put my email so that I can use that as an evidence to tell you I've made payment. You put in your first and last name and you're good to go. Guys, this is where the video, since I'm not putting in my details, it will not proceed. When you put in these details and you click on the next, automatically it's going to download and everything will be successful. Thanks very much. I'm going to put the link for credential evaluation with Spantran using IAG down below so that you may be able to use it in case you love to use that. Thank you very much and see you guys again.